to another sports podcast, because it's exactly what the world needs, is another sports podcast. Today's a huge day. I'm going to start by not talking about the big stuff. We have my younger brother here today sitting in with Taylor. Taylor has Ebola. Oh no, he's there. Damn it! He ruined the bit. Khalid here, my brother, he's going to be our WWE consultant. He was at WrestleMania this weekend, and we're going to start this awesome day by talking about WrestleMania before we get into all the other crazy stuff. Khalid, take it away. How's your experience at WrestleMania?
I'm pissed off. You said we're not going to start with the big stuff. This is the biggest sport ever. You're telling me the Leafs going to sell out a 60,000 stadium 2 days in a row? Hell no. Hell no. You guys can barely sell out 15,000.
Yeah, we'll never make it to the finals.
Yeah, don't talk about Cody Rhodes like that.
Tell us, bro. How was it? How's getting out to Vegas?
Oh man, getting out to Vegas, terrible. Terrible. Oh, you Vegas? No, I mean, I went to Vegas very specifically just to watch the WWE. Big WWE guy. The city itself, it's cool. It's the people. You know, it's sad. The people are a little bit grumpy. They're grouchy people. I don't blame them. Like, man, I went on those slot machines. I got crushed. It was terrible. And I'm sitting around and I'm looking at all these people, like 7 cigarettes in an ashtray, just staring at like the Gorilla King Kong slot machine, losing all their money. He's got a stack of bills.
Diapers in those casinos.
Oh my god, man, it's a grim place. Like, can I tell a quick story?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm walking down the strip. Not the strip, Fremont Street. I was going to get called out for this. Fremont Street, which is like the strip, but like trash. It's like a ghetto trash. Ghetto strip. Yeah. And I'm like, we just went to a dispensary. We're walking past the dispensary. And this 6'7" guy, like, brushes past me, Mach 10. He leans over. He goes, cocaine. And I'm like, what's going on? The city, it's a psychotic city. It doesn't feel real. It feels like the setting for a GTA game. I don't know why there isn't a GTA game in that
city. There should be. There is. San Andreas, you can go to Las Vegas.
Can you?
Yeah, no. San Andreas. It's the second part of the area.
LA.
No. San Andreas. You go to the other side.
San Andreas takes place in the same place as, what's it called? As GTA 5.
Maybe you're right. I feel like I remember Las Vegas feeling. Regardless, we know Las Vegas sucks, but let's get into some wrestling. How was all the wrestling of it?
Oh, man, it was amazing. Man, like, it was a cool thing is being in the city and like there's 100,000 wrestling fans there, and it's just like the best people I met there were all the wrestling fans. They're just like they're so nice. You get there, everyone's over the moon. Everyone's just so excited to see wrestling. The shows were great. All the like fanfare around the shows was also really fun. Like there's like a WrestleMania World. I don't know if you've seen any pictures of that, but like it was like a massive convention. That's where I got.
Nice.
Your belt. This baby from.
Give me that. I'm the champ. The double champ doesn't remember the double champ once.
So there's this big convention called WrestleMania World, right? And it's a 5-day affair. And every day, packed to capacity. It's like there's wrestlers there that you can go meet. Like Cody Rhodes just like randomly came out at one point when I was there.
That's really cool.
There's a 2-hour line to get this. And
2 hours?
2 hours
Holy.
to get that. This shirt is also like a 2-hour line. I was waiting in lines at WrestleMania World for like 2 hours. It was 4 hours. It was brutal business.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like the shows, man, it was like it was everything I imagined WrestleMania would be as a kid. I was like, I want to go to WrestleMania. Yeah. Man, Triple H, Stone Cold.
That was crazy.
Oh man,
you should have
ATV, man. You should. I mean, it's one of the few things I didn't get like on a video, but you should have heard my reaction. It's just like
going nuts.
Like, no fucking way.
I gotta jump in here and tell the story. Me and Michael were watching the Leafs game, and it was kind of late. Michael was ready to go home. We were here, and he's going upstairs. I'm like, "You want to watch any WrestleMania?" He's like, "I'll just watch at home." I was like, "All right, whatever." And I have it down on the TV, and we hear the glass break. Stone Cold's entrance to that. And then you hear the dinner.
Yeah, we thought it was Chris Jericho first.
Yeah, initially,
glass break.
Fake fans.
What the hell
glass
is
break is
like,
iconic.
We see Stone Cold on an 8TV going down around the ring.
He's the man.
Oh
yeah,
God.
no, man. And like he's coming flying down on this 18. You know, his music hits, and he's like, in wrestling, like I'll avoid a lot of jargon, but it's like generally when the good guys come out, they come out right away, and they're all energetic, and they're like, yeah. It's usually the bad guys who like take their time. Roman Reigns, he'll let his music play for like 30 seconds before he walks out. Stone Cold's music hits, and I'm hearing his music, and it's just going. I'm like, what's going on? Like, he's not here. And afterwards, it turns out there's 2 crashes. I think there's probably the one that everyone knows about.
Yeah.
But when he's going up, there's a video that's so funny. He's driving the ATV like up like the side ramp to get on. He completely misses and goes straight down, and like 6 guys have to come out and drag him back. And he goes back up, and he goes down, and like, all right, well, that's a little hiccup. And he goes flying down, Mach 10, swings around the ring. Nice 2 turns, really perfect 2 turns. 3rd turn, flies down on the last turn, slams into the barricade. Head first, hits a lady. She goes topless on the ground. It's so funny. And it was like close to me when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I seen him like really abruptly stop, and I was like, oh, what the hell? It took him like 2 minutes to get to the ring. It definitely messed with like the scheduling for the last match.
What was like the best match in your opinion?
On my opinion, everyone is watching in hopes that they can see The Rock and John Cena and Cody Rhodes. The triple threat in the first night.
Yeah, I agree.
Those guys stole the show. And I mean, I've always been a CM Punk fan, but so that was going into it expecting that to be my favorite.
Sorry, what was the triple threat?
Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, man,
That's crazy.
It's a match of the century. Completely stole the show.
It was also like there was lore behind it with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is Roman Reigns' guy, and then
CM Punk cashed in his favor because CM Punk had a favor from Paul Heyman that he'd been holding on to. He's like, I'll help you, but I'll get a favor. And his favor is that Paul Heyman would be his guy going into the match instead of Roman Reigns', because he was Roman Reigns' guy for like 4 years. And then like on the Raw before, or the SmackDown before WrestleMania, Seth Rollins attacked CM Punk, and then Seth Rollins spared Paul Heyman because he was going to stomp him. He's like, now you owe me a favor. And so during the match, there's like a double cross where CM Punk, Paul Heyman's supposed to be giving a chair to CM Punk, but he actually gives it to Roman Reigns, right? And then he turns on CM Punk, and then as Roman Reigns is going to attack Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman turns on him. Absolute cinema. Cinema. And I'm sitting there losing my mind.
I have to ask, I didn't notice, this is like a really small detail. That little necklace that Roman Reigns had when he came in.
That's the Ulafala.
Yeah, was it still in his possession at the end of the night? Because I know he put it in the corner. He didn't want to give it to Paul Heyman because
he didn't put it back on. He didn't put it back on. I know
he put it in the corner. He put it right by the but there was nothing else after that.
After the match, everyone just left.
Okay.
Like they had the whole, I think night 1. I haven't watched it back yet, but night 1 that went off air, and the last scene was Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. But after that, Roman Reigns got up and he was looking all sad, and then he left, and then CM Punk had a moment with the crowd where he's like, I did it, because CM Punk's dream of his entire career is the main event WrestleMania. And that was the main event of WrestleMania.
Damn.
And, it should have been the night 2 main event because Cody versus Cena was a stinker.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. So I know the wrestling universe is pissed about this. How do you feel about Cena versus Rhodes?
Okay, Triple H.
I know you hated seeing Travis Scott come off rip.
Okay. That was weird. Okay. So Triple H always says he's the head of WWE Creative. If you don't know who Triple H is, massive wrestling star, 13-time world champion, 14-time world champion. I don't remember.
No
King of Kings, the game, the cerebral assassin.
Put some respect on his name.
He always says, just be patient. So I don't want to say, I hate it, right? But there's so much that they could have done with that match that they just didn't. And I was confusing, right? So in my night 1 main event was one of the best wrestling matches I've seen in a long time, right? But as soon as the ref's hand touched the mat for the 3 count, half the stadium stood up and left because they want to beat the traffic, right?
Yeah.
Cena pins Cody Rhodes. No one moved. Everyone's like, what? It was weird. It just the match seemed like it was missing so much, and they finished 20 minutes early.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of fast.
It was a 20-minute match. The last year's main event, you guys watched that? The one where The Undertaker came out? And
yes.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was a 45-minute match. The main event of WrestleMania is supposed to be a blowout.
It's supposed to be the best match of the year.
And Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns deserved that because that was what their match was. And it was I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent for a second. People talk about wrestling's fake. Wrestling is fake. Wrestling's not fake. And you see it on TV, and you see all these crazy spots where it's this guy gets thrown through a table, and he's just exploded, and he's a mess. And you're like, whatever, it's camera magic. When during the triple threat, they came into the crowd, and I have a picture on my phone of them 8 feet from Seth Rollins, right? And he's a trash can, and he's winding up and slamming down on CM Punk. No. And I'm watching him, and I'm like, you're gonna kill the guy, and it's like scary.
We had this conversation last week about Mankind getting thrown off the cage, Cody
it's
Rhodes losing his pec.
You can't fake these things, you know. Like wrestling is predetermined. It's not fake, you know.
There's a difference.
These guys are killing themselves to do this. I was watching it was another crazy spot during Mania. Like Logan Paul did like a lion salt like halfway across the
It was three-quarters of the way through.
Man, and I'm like, and you land on someone. And Logan Paul is like 200 pounds.
220.
It's like AJ Styles is like 45 years old. I'm like, you can't fake that, you know, like that. Yeah, kill a man, like, man.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming out and breaking down this WrestleMania card. We have to start getting into all the other crazy stuff of the day, but we're gonna have you back for all the other crazy WWE things. Thank you so much for your expertise, boss man.
No problem, man.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure to have you on.
We're keeping the belt. We're keeping the belt.
You guys keep the belt. I'll get it back later. That's the
Beauty of pro wrestling.
WWE international correspondent right there.
And so with
pleasure.
with the WWE being milked, we can now get into some of the crazier stuff. So let's get into the show, boys. We are going to start with seeing how the leaf falls.
Like usual.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the Leafs? Who's the best Leaf? What's the series? Are
Best
we
leaf
going to do
has
it?
been- The best leaf has been Stolarz, I think,
Yeah, I agree.
and I don't think it's.
I would
close.
agree with that. No, Stolarz has been electric.
Also, I just want to point out, fuck Ridley Gregg, because he tried to Chris Kreider the way he did to Carey Price. He tried to slide in and take out his leg. Fuck him. He's a fucking rat. And I love seeing what Stolarz did to him when he
Yeah,
was in the
that's my
crease.
fucking goalie right there, baby.
My fucking checks him standing up in the crease, man.
But yeah, it's
Sexy.
been a great series. The Leafs power play is absolutely lethal right now with the 5 forwards. I think I was talking about it with my coworkers today. He said the Leafs have been on a grand total for like 45 seconds of actual power play time, and they scored 4 goals.
Yeah,
That's
It's
insane.
wild to see that Ottawa hasn't led
Nope.
for a second
No.
in this series.
nope.
Leafs
They're
in
playing
5.
from behind all the
Leafs in
time.
4. I think Leafs are going to steal both games in Ottawa. I really don't think
You
this
win
is...
tonight, you gotta win one of the next 2. You
That's-
can't go with 6 games. You have to win tonight, and then you can
No.
put your foot on their throat.
They need to just... This is... If they win in 4, it's a testament to they smell blood in the water. They are fucking sharks. When you see the guy against the ropes, you fucking take him out.
And then you see, Patch is playing tonight. Pacioretty's back
I'm
tonight.
down.
I like
I'm
that.
down.
I like
that.
it.
He's gonna go out there. He's a menace.
He's a piece. He's power forward.
He
He's just
fucking
gonna...
hates. He played for Montreal for a decade. He hates Ottawa. Mm-hmm. He's back, and I like Robertson, but he you can't play him on the road because you can't shelter him because Ottawa has last change. So it makes sense to put him in. We are moments from puck drop here, boys.
I would say I would much have rather seen Yarncrook come out of the lineup instead of Robertson.
You don't want to break up that 4th line though.
Man, Yarncrook is useless. He
He's
does
better
nothing.
than Robertson, though.
He's a ghost. At least Robertson puts heart out there. Robertson's putting shots on goal. He's making some plays.
Yeah, you want
He's
to know
short-
what else he's doing? He's taking dumbass penalties. Is what he's doing.
Yeah, you're very short leash. When you're already on a
Yeah.
short leash, you're on
Yeah.
an even shorter leash in the playoffs.
I'm
I
just
don't disagree completely with
I'm
you.
partial to the kid because I have his rookie card. All right, it needs to be worth something.
Yeah, you do. Listen, Robertson isn't a bad player. He's just for this game tonight, he's not the right guy.
No, I agree.
That's
Hey,
fine.
and if he doesn't have a place going forward in the lineup, it is what it is. Do what it takes to win.
Man,
Next man up
all
mentality.
day today, I was watching Ottawa radio and podcasts just to like listen to how frustrated they are. They're bitching about Stolarz is the knob on his stick being illegal.
Oh
'cause
my
there's too much
God.
tape on it.
What?
They're bitching about the refs. They're bitching about
I've seen that.
everything. Did
Ottawa
they watch
versus
game
the
2?
refs.
Ottawa had 4 power plays in game 2.
You know, speak to that. You know who's led the league in power play attempts the last 3 years?
Ottawa.
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
So I don't want to hear it.
No, I commented on some guy's TikTok today. They're outside saying, "Oh, we're not scared. There's so much red out here." The guy turns his camera; it's all blue. One,
There's like there's probably like 8,000 Leaf fans in there,
100%. I would say it's maybe like
which is like more than a third.
I was gonna say 30% capacity is Leafs for sure.
Yeah.
People will make the
100%.
drive and they'll go home tonight.
100%.
But
Or stick around for the weekend and stay for Saturday. Fuck it.
I had to comment and let him know we're bringing belts to ass. We're bringing belts to ass.
This is nice. Like we have never been in this in 21 years. They've never led a playoff series. 2-0.
And they're 10-0 all the time. When
I'm
they do.
29. You guys are 27, 6,
25. He's 26.
turning 26. In your lifetime of watching hockey, and I was very young. You didn't even start watching hockey till what? Probably like 10 years ago. You didn't start you wouldn't.
I don't
remember
remember
that.
it. I
You
was a
wouldn't
baby.
remember that. I barely remember the 2004 series, and I was 8.
It's fucked.
That's crazy. You know, Hockey Illuminati. He's been big on the omens. Always looking for a Leafs omen.
Curse buster.
The other big thing that's happening, we didn't mention it yet. I think we did. The draft is here today. The NFL draft is happening today. We're gonna give you live updates. We have our little live tracker here. It's like Wall Street in this bitch.
Yeah, that's right.
Shadowware.
You know when the last time all teams had their first round pick in the NFL draft was? You know what year that was?
It's been a long ass time, no?
Yeah.
Been a really long time.
I'm gonna say like 50 years.
90s probably.
Earlier. 1967 was the last time that
Hey!
every NFL team had their
Even
first
the NFL
round
stars are
pick.
aligning.
And they're playing on the same. The draft's happening the same day as the game. Come on, these are omens.
Content day.
It's written in the
Content
stars.
day. Also, Shane Corson right here, baby.
We love ya.
Shout out Shaney.
We love ya.
27 signed Shane Corson jersey. Let's go. Come on. We do have to. I know we're going into the NFL. Quick shout out to Gabriel Landeskog.
Yes.
Yep.
Guy played his
Love to
first
see
game
him.
since June of 2022.
1,000 days.
1,000 days, and I thought he was okay. Colorado ended up losing, and the fact that they waited to be at home for him to play.
You think they did that on
play
purpose?
again, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Even if he
comes
doesn't
out,
play again,
everyone claps, cheers him on.
if he doesn't play again, I think he's happy. Like
Yeah.
he's played in another playoff game. Man, that guy's been through a lot. Sorry,
Yeah,
I was
I know.
just
Absolutely.
We
we gotta
love
give
him.
roses to
I
those people.
even want to ask, because we'll still stick on some NHL for a little bit while this first period they just dropped the puck. Leafs have the puck in their own end. Yeah,
Okay,
Canada bringing
relax,
it up
Joe
the wing. I want to ask, what's the best series? I don't know if you guys had the chance to watch a lot
There's
of
been
them.
some
There's
bangers.
been some crazy
Like Ottawa
games.
or
What did I tell
Edmonton?
you about the Kings?
Yo, man. That game when, what was it? Edmonton was up 4-0, and then the 5-0, and then the Kings came, or sorry, the Kings were up, and then
Yeah.
Edmonton came back.
Tied it and then
lost.
in the last minute.
McDavid had 4 points in like 16 minutes.
So nuts.
I
If
told
only you
you,
could do that in
the
fantasy
Kings are
playoffs.
them. The Kings are nice.
Yeah, but
Best
they almost
series,
blew
though?
it.
Best series, I think Colorado, Dallas. I mean, that's the easy answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't gotten a chance to check in with Carolina. I'm not watching that series
No, it's
at
kind
all.
of
You
boring.
know what's
I
actually
mean,
been a good series, like a really physical fucking series?
Winnipeg?
Is, Winnipeg and
Yeah.
St. Louis.
It's been
Winnipeg's a
good.
series. St. Louis is...
I'm telling you, they're gonna put it together and rattle it off.
I don't think they're
It's
going to be able
gonna
to get past Winnipeg.
It's gonna
I'll say
happen.
that. Winnipeg's good. And you got Hellebuck. Well, like...
He's been a little leaky. I don't know.
Yeah, but come on, it's Hellebuck, man. Like, he give him a couple stretches, but
His playoff numbers aren't great.
we'll see. I really like you said, Dallas Avs. I think that's going to be... It shouldn't be a first-round game.
It's a good series.
It shouldn't be a
that
first
should be
second or
That's a
third.
conference final.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you get it where you get it, and when you get it fucking good.
Is
Winnipeg's going to play the winner of that, so we get a second banger around in the second round.
I haven't really watched that series much because it's been on so late with the fucking 11 o'clock starts and shit. Has Robertson been playing a lot? Because I know he missed game one.
He's
hurt, yeah.
He missed game two too, eh?
Yeah.
Damn.
They're up 2-1, and they've led for a total of 62 seconds in that round, and they're winning.
That's
They're winning.
wild.
That's crazy.
And like Blackwood is playing extremely well. Dallas just plays a tight D game. They don't
Yeah.
let anything through. You know what? Actually, you know what series has been very fun, and I'm glad that they're losing is Montreal Washington. I hate the Habs, but I have to give them credit. They're a lot better than I thought.
They're scrapping
They're
games
gonna
together.
be fucking good
Yeah.
in a few years. Like,
Yeah.
really good.
They're only showing up in the third period though.
I know.
When it's too little, too late.
The best player on that team, it's not even close, is Ryan
Suzuki.
Suzuki.
Yeah,
Hudson's good, but Suzuki is a good fucking centerman.
he's really fucking good.
He's good.
It's really interesting to see. Like they have, well, you got Slavkovsky, Suzuki, Caulfield, now Demidov, Hudson. It's all these young kids who in the next 5 years are going to be one of the craziest cores in sports.
Yeah.
And
Pacioretty just
they're
laid
I mean
someone out.
Hudson, but those three forwards are paid and locked up,
Yeah, they're all like they signed 7x7s.
and they're great deals.
So
Suzuki
you
is
gotta
a
give
fucking
Montreal.
steal.
I hate it, but you got to give Montreal some credit. They've done well on their rebuild. They're giving Washington a little run for their money.
I just want to apologize right now if you guys see us at all just zoning out looking at the screen.
Yeah,
The game
We'll
is
cut
on.
this.
Come on, it's playoffs. We're Leafs fans before we're podcasters. We're only
Playoffs?
podcasters because we're Leafs
Playoffs?
fans.
Yeah, now we're talking about playoffs.
Talking about practice. We'll talk about a little bit of NB Izzle.
NB Izzle.
What do you guys think about the NBA so far?
It's been pretty good.
Really fucking good.
Yeah.
Pistons in 7.
Pistons in 7.
Cade
They play
Cunningham
tonight, right?
is him.
I think so. They
They're
might be playing right
1-1.
now.
They're 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the Knicks Pistons series. I think everyone thought that the Thunder would demolish the Grizzlies, and they are. T-Wolves and Lakers has been good.
T-Wolves and Lakers. And I love that thing you said. He's been fined $320,000 this year.
Yeah, I saw that.
My dick's bigger than yours.
That's a guy that doesn't give a shit.
No, he does not.
I love
give
that,
a
though.
flying shit about anything.
I like Ant. I
But
like Ant.
that's been a really good series, and LeBron said it after game 1. He's like, once you get your ass kicked that bad, the hardest game that you're ever going to play is game 2.
And they won.
Yeah.
They won by 10.
And LeBron was bad game 1.
No, he was bad. He was bad.
He's bad.
And,
He's shooting 40% of that series, which is not good.
no. And I mean, it's even like Rudy Gobert's on the thing, right?
Yeah, the T-Wolves.
Yeah. Like Rudy's kind of showing up. Rudy's playing well. There's no big to like. You
That's
can't
a
shut him
tough
down.
first round for the Lakers because they dominate on the glass, the Wolves.
Yeah.
They don't have anyone to match.
No. And the Lakers need a center.
They really do need a center.
It'll be interesting. We'll see how that develops, but
Clippers Nuggets, that's a good one.
That's been a
It's
really
been a 2-point game and an overtime game.
Kawhi's back.
Was it game 1 or game 2? We started 11 for 11.
Kawhi's back.
But it just takes one tweak, one weird motion on his knee or his ankle.
I think he's fine. I think he shows up in the playoffs, and when it's crunch time, he plays through whatever.
Listen, man, I got nothing but love and respect for Kawhi.
Yeah,
I'll never say a
100%.
bad thing about that man.
He gave us a chip.
He came here, he put his work in for a year, he won a chip, he won a Finals MVP, and he went home. You can't.
He didn't want to be here.
He didn't want to be here, but
You
you know
know
what?
what?
He showed up when he was here, and he was the best player in the playoffs, and they won a title. You can't. You got nothing but love for Kawhi.
It's just crazy to think about what the Raptors could have done, even if they he signed a 3-year deal with the Clippers.
Yeah, they could have run it back.
What was it, the bubble year they went to 7 with Boston when
In the
OG
second
hit that
round,
crazy
yeah.
that buzzer beater. They win that series with Kawhi.
100%.
So
100%.
it's just you think like, man, they could have had like maybe one more, maybe.
It's pretty nuts, man. I also want to bring up the. Oh shit! Just slipped my mind. What series?
what are we missing? What haven't we talked about?
What series you want?
I don't know. Like, I completely slipped my mind. Let me
Pacers
give you the
Bucks.
answer. Pacers Bucks is a good series too.
Bucks and 7.
Bucks and 7.
Giannis is just gonna. It's crunch time.
Oh yeah, the Rockets and Warriors. Sorry, thank you. They lost Jimmy.
Oh yeah, they're cooked.
Did they?
I can't believe. Yeah.
How long's he
It's a
out?
pelvic something. I forget.
Oh.
Did you
I'll
see
tell
the
you
replay? It was
It
bad.
was bad.
No.
It was gross. And
I heard something today, and I thought it was very spot on. Steph is their best player, but Jimmy Butler is their most important player.
Oh, so he's still unclear for
I
game
think so.
3.
No.
This like right now.
No.
Steph is still your most
Steph
important player.
is-
I
Steph
think it's
is-
Butler.
Steph's still a top 5 player in the league.
But look at their record with Jimmy. I guess look at their record before he got there, and look at their record when he
it
got
doesn't
there.
matter.
Yeah,
Steph.
but you also now you want to look at the sample size with Steph gone. If we see how that team performs without Steph, it's a much different situation. Like you're talking about
Jimmy took a bunch of Heat bums to the finals.
No, they weren't
True.
bums.
They were bums.
Bam Adebayo is not a bum.
Okay.
Bam is the only
Sorry.
one that wasn't a bum.
Tyler Hero's not a
Jimmy,
Tyler Hero, fucking Bogdanovich.
He's
Like,
not a bum.
Caleb Martin.
like,
He's
their team was
Carmelo
ass.
that year.
Max Strus is not a bum.
They were yes, he is. The team was ass, and back that year they were all ass.
Duncan Robinson.
God, that guy makes like $20 million to shoot threes off the bench.
Milovic.
What a life.
Okay, so I mean,
I'm excited for the NFL draft.
I am excited for
I
the
can't
NFL
wait.
draft. I was
Well,
gonna say we can get into it. We can get into it now.
Why don't we...
Or should we edge the audience? Do you guys want to get edged?
Oh my god.
Let's
That's so sensual.
let's come back to it after the first period, and we'll come back with our what we want our teams to do, predictions,
All right.
trades,
Beautiful.
anything like that. I also just sent you guys a tweet, and I'm gonna put this on the air right now because it's from my my brother Adam Schefter. He says he talked to an executive today. When assessing on how the top 10 picks will be unfolded tonight, one executive said, expect explosives. Like, it's going to be fucking wild. Like, some guy's going to get drafted that... It's going to throw the whole board off.
I have money. Everyone's saying that Shadur is going outside the top 10.
I heard second round today.
I heard
Save
second
it,
round
save it,
today as well.
Save it. Let's watch the period.
But I'm horny. But I'm really horny.
Let's watch the period.
Welcome back after that commercial break. Leafs are in intermission. We are calm. The Leafs are playing like dog shit so far.
That's fine.
Everyone's playing with their heads off.
That's fine.
It's all right.
But NFL draft is starting, guys. So, going into this NFL draft, Taylor, you said Shefty is feeling something explosive. I want to ask, who's trading up? What do we see happening?
So the Titans, they just said, are obviously going to take Cam Ward. We've known that for weeks.
Yeah.
I think the Bears are going to trade up for Genty.
What
Genty?
pick? Yeah,
Genty.
Genty.
The Jags have the 5th pick.
They desperately need a running back.
It's going to be a question, though, because the Patriots are either going to go offensive tackle. They should go O-line heavy, and this is a good draft for O-line. I think there's 3 or 4 guys that are projected to go in the first round for O-line. And so they should go O-line. But I think Genty makes it's better. You get a huge explosive piece of your offense. You have Drake May and Ashton Gentry.
They still have
They need a wide
Stevenson,
receiver, though.
Yeah, they're more wide receiver.
What do you mean? They have Kendrick Bourne.
Oh, sorry. And Demario Douglas. How could we forget?
There's no receivers in this draft anyways. You might as well go get a piece. And you have a running back. Having a good running back. Look at the Panthers with CMC. I mean, they didn't do anything, but CMC was great.
Yeah.
Who is the Patriots running back?
Ramondre.
Yeah, Ramondre.
Oh, Ramondre and
then
Gibson.
Yeah.
Ramondre's
he
cooked.
sucks.
Ramondre, yeah, he's done. He might have 2 or 3 good years.
I don't even think he was so shit last year and the year before.
He'll just get lucky in a good situation, like a Jamal Williams kind of thing. Or
20 touchdowns,
Yeah.
but 800 yards.
James
And
Conner.
then be a backup in New Orleans and never play.
That's what you get for putting on a fucking Naruto headband.
I mean,
It's a professional placement.
the Bears need a running back.
Is Swift?
The Jags need a running back.
Is Swift's contract done?
No, he's still there, but
He sucks. He doesn't
he's not what they paid him for.
The Jags need a QB.
The
Or sorry,
Raiders
a
need a
running
running
back.
back too. Well, yeah, they do.
Yeah, they have Sincere McCormick and fucking...
Zamir White.
Yeah, and some other loser. I don't even know who it is.
I don't think there's gonna be a ton of trading up because the draft isn't This is not a loaded draft.
It's not jam packed. So I'm going to pull up here. We have the prospects by ranking. So, according to the NFL Draft Tracker, NFL.com, we have Ashton Gentry as the number 1 rated rookie coming into this class. Abdul Carter 2, Travis Hunter 3, Tyler Warren 4.
Yeah, that tight end, he's nice.
Will Johnson is supposed to be another huge one.
Yeah, he's a corner. If the Bills are gonna trade up, I want him.
Will Campbell's another one. Big draft for Wills. Will Ferrell almost had a heart attack
Kelvin
yesterday.
Banks, he's an O tackle. He'll go high.
I think he's going to the Jets.
Yeah.
So what do you guys what needs do you want your team to assess in this draft?
Oh, God.
I can start.
Yeah.
The Bills secondary is okay. It's not great. They haven't drafted well in the first round on the defensive side of the ball. Really, in the last few years, they took Kyer Elam a couple of years ago at corner. That didn't work out. They ended up trading him to the Cowboys. Somehow got picks back for a guy that they would have just cut anyway. So
Is it like a
thanks, Jerry
mid-round
Jones.
or something?
Yeah, they traded Elam and a 7th for like a 5th round pick to the Cowboys.
It's not bad.
The Bills have like 12 picks this draft, so I could see them trading up. I don't think they're going to move into the top 10. There's no point. It's too much. They really need like Abdul Carter's what they actually need, but that would cost you your first this year, your first next year, and a second and probably like a third. Maybe.
That's a lot.
Maybe.
That's a lot.
Would you be happy with that?
They were in on Crosby. They were in on Garrett. They were like, they poked tires on Watt. We'll see. They need an edge rush. They're not going to trade up, but that would be sick if they did. So Abdul Carter is like my dream draft player.
I think he's everyone's dream draft player. Like even as an Eagles fan, everyone just keeps teasing when Howie traded for AJ Brown, all these different I saw.
And then they traded up for what's his name? Their D lineman that they traded up for.
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter.
It's all been. So it's Jordan Davis was a draft day trade up. Jordan Mailata was a draft day trade up, even though he's a 5th round pick. Devontae Smith was a trade up. AJ Brown was a trade up. All these guys, huge trade ups. I would love to see. The only move I want to see the Eagles make is somehow trading up into the top 5 picks, top 3 picks, hopefully, and getting Abdul Carter. The only guy I want. The only situation that I'm happy with.
Have the Carter brothers, even though they're not brothers.
Not brothers, but it would be really cool to have one guy has a J and the other guy has an A. AJ Carter.
I want Trey Amos is like my ideal pick at 30 for the Bills. Corner, Bills need help there. Edge, D tackle, and corner is kind of where the Bills need some help. They took a safety last year in the 2nd round, but those are the 3 positions where they need some help. And I actually think that the Bills would take a running back in the mid rounds because they're not going to pay James Cook what he wants. I frankly don't think he's worth $15 million.
You also have Ray Davis though. He's not bad.
And they signed Ty Johnson back. They brought him back. He was okay. Actually, Ty Johnson was good.
He was good, especially with that 2-punch.
Ray Davis was fine when he played. Because James Cook was hurt for a couple games. He was fine. So that's my ideal. Like, keep it simple. Maybe trade up to 26th. Grab like a D tackle with the Rams. The Vikings don't have a lot of picks this draft. I could see them moving up to, what are the Vikings picking, like 25th? 24th. So like move up to like the Rams, Vikings spot. Something like that. But there we go. And wide receiver too for the Bills. Yeah,
Which actually I don't think is not as much of a need.
No.
You still have Amari Cooper under contract?
No, he's still a free agent.
Damn.
It's crazy that he's not signed yet.
He's just had a bad run of it, man. The last
And
little bit.
the Bills didn't play him a lot.
Yeah. It was just he got injured.
I don't know.
He was great on the Browns.
But he could go to a team that doesn't need a number one.
He was great on the Browns. He was on the Browns, yeah?
Yeah.
He was great.
Like he could
You
go to
know,
like
the Jets.
the Jets. He could go like, this might be a poor example, like the Packers. If they move on from
The Steelers.
the Steelers, like, I would love him on the Steelers. He'd be cheap too.
My dream draft day trade is the Bills get Jair Alexander.
That
Which Green Bay's
that'd probably
Green
cost
Bay
you
wants to
first.
cut it. No.
There's no way they're going to
All
trade
the
that.
mock trades are like a 3rd and 5th.
Really?
Yeah.
He's an All-Pro.
I know.
I mean, he was injured last
They
year.
were going to cut him.
Yeah, because he wants a bag.
Yeah, which the
I think
Bills
he,
can't afford to
actually, I
give
think
him,
he
but
is
we'll
getting
see.
a bag.
Anyways, so what do you want for the Eagles or Steelers?
You go. 'cause
Like your
there's too many
dream player.
needs for my team.
Yeah, like the only thing, I mean, the Eagles let a lot of corners go. It's a good O-line draft. Taking someone for the O-line, reinforce it.
Build that
Lane's
O-line
getting
up,
old.
yeah.
You just want to make sure that you can reserve what you have. Other than that, like the Eagles are still the same team. I'm happy. We went to fucking Super Bowl. We won. So.
And you're bringing back. I mean, we talked about it a few weeks ago. You're bringing back a lot of your core. Your coaches are still there. I mean, you lost more, but you bring back. Your GM is always aggressive on draft day.
Oh my God, Roger Goodell's on a
Roger
fucking
Goodell's
bike.
on a bike.
Roger
Goodell's on a
What
bike.
You're
is this?
not hit, bro. What is it?
What does he think? He's fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin?
This is his version of an
Imagine if he
ATV.
wiped out, dude. That would be so funny. Okay, Michael, what do you want for the Steelers quickly before they announce the first pick?
Shador Sanders.
You think he's gonna fall?
Yes.
I don't.
So this is my thinking.
Outside the top 10.
If you take Sanders, if you take Shador, you also get Dion. That's a lot of shit coming in one. I love Deion Sanders, but he's a bit of
Oh my God, Lil Wayne.
as
Sorry.
my dad would call him a prima donna.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cheesehead. He's a
He's
Packers
a
fan.
cheesehead, yeah.
That's
We shitting
awesome.
on these fools, no basketball.
No, our
Green
biggest
yellow.
need is still offensive line. Shador it might be a pipe dream. We still need a running back as well. So
No, what do you mean? You signed Jalen Warren.
that's it. There's literally nobody else on the
Where did
roster.
Najee end up?
Chargers.
The Chargers? Yeah, okay.
We might as well go get fucking J.K. Dobbins.
He was kind of nice.
He's still a free agent.
All right, here we go. First pick. We already know what it is.
I wonder who it's going to be.
Can you see? Is it picking up the TV audio?
A little bit.
Imagine we have a trade.
The first overall pick has been traded
The
to the
Bills have
Philadelphia
traded
Eagles.
Josh Allen to the Tennessee Titans. Imagine the Steelers traded up at 1 and they took Shador.
I'd kill myself.
Imagine they give up TJ Watt to the Titans.
I would kill myself. I would
Chinders
kill
Sanders.
myself.
I would do that.
He's just going to say the Titans are on the clock. Then they're going to run it down. They're going to come up.
Do we have any other ideas of what's anyone that could move up?
Niners.
Any situations? I'm with you on the Niners.
Niners.
I'm with you, Niners, and CMC gets moved. I wonder, I'm going to bet on it right now, live on pod. I'm going to bet on Ashton Gentry to be drafted by the Niners.
You think... I mean, we talked about it last week. You think that the Niners are going to actually trade him?
It actually got cut out of everything last week.
Oh, yeah,
So we
fuck.
can break it back up. I can see, why not? You reset the clock. You have another elite running back. You reset the clock on a
You get
a
cap
contract.
relief,
You get cap
which they
relief.
desperately need.
You can pay Purdy now. You sit on that for the next 2-3 years.
God, imagine giving Purdy
50.
He's getting 50.
50. He's going to get... Yeah, he's going to get Jordan Love money.
Yeah. Even though Jordan Love's way better.
Way more better.
Oh my God, this guy's about to have an aneurysm on stage. I want to see.
Touchdown, Clay Matthews.
But do you think that gets it done? Do you think CMC for your pick? Straight up.
No, not even close. It would be your pick,
And
CMC.
Is the Niners are what, 9? No,
11.
the Saints
No.
are 9.
They draft.
The Niners are 11.
Yeah, 11.
11.
This draft it doesn't suck.
It does kind of suck. Nobody cares about defense.
It's good on like the offensive side of the ball. Like good receivers, pretty good running backs. Quarterbacks, we'll see.
Sorry, Aston Gentry to win Offensive Player of the Year is plus 6,000. Sorry,
Book it.
Did you see what he did in Boise?
that's like the books know something on this. I might have to put like a quick hundy on this. Win $6,000. Move to Turks and Caicos.
For what, 3 days?
That's your flight and your week's all inclusive, buddy. Do you think? Okay,
Here
Titans
we
on the
go.
clock. Oh, it goes live. That's sick. Titans on the clock. God, I want Abdul Carter.
He's so fucking good. He wants to be an Eagle. I wish he got fat.
Bill.
I wish he got really fat during this offseason leading up to the draft.
Shador. What were Shador's stats last year?
I feel like he also just has a lot of name value.
I wonder if we'll get the live update on this website before it happens on my stream.
It might.
Not that I'm illegally streaming, Roger. Not that I'm illegally streaming.
You're not. You pay for it.
I would never illegally stream. I paid for an illegal stream.
I
I didn't.
Shador had good stats. Man, he's had fucking sick years.
It's
2021, 30-8. 2022, 40-6. 2023, 27-3. 2024, 37-10. Those are touchdowns to pick.
it's a mental problem. He's a diva. He's a big time diva. And it's gonna be really funny to see DK Metcalf,
He is his
George
dad's
Pickens.
son. He's his father's son.
Yeah, and it's gonna be all drama.
But you never heard this stuff around him up until his draft year.
It's because the whole time the only person that was evaluating him was his dad.
Yeah, but he was still... Taylor just read off his stats. Those are fucking great.
Yeah, and that was the last 2 years when they did the conference changes. I think they played in a tougher conference. I'm not a huge college football guy.
Yeah, I know there's like Big Ten.
Even though there's like 17 teams.
In what?
The Big Ten.
Oh, I know.
They call it the Big Ten, but it's like fucking...
Yeah,
Big 2-2.
makes no
The Big
sense.
Lebowski.
The Big 17. Oh, you're turning the Big 17.
Like, why are these... Like,
Who's a Titans fan?
nobody.
Who actually likes the Titans?
Even...
No, honestly, I rep Titans fans because it's been nothing but shit on shit.
Actually, that's not true. They went to an AFC championship
2017.
with
Tannehill.
Oh yeah.
and Henry.
Yeah.
God, Henry's
Derrick
been
Henry
around
threw
for
a
long
touchdown
time.
pass.
Oh
that game.
wow, you have one conference championship.
They beat the Ravens that year, though. That was
Yeah.
Lamar's first MVP, right?
Yeah. That's fucked. I'm with it though. You stayed loyal. You stayed loyal to a team that shows no interest in getting better.
It's like the Leafs.
The Leafs want to get better. They show interest in it. They just the players don't want to
just
do
can't.
it. The Titans, the whole organization, top to bottom, they have no quarrel. They lose no sleep when their team loses 70-0 or 160-0. They don't give a shit.
Do you actually think that Travis Hunter's going to play on both sides of the ball?
Yes.
Like sparingly, though.
He's gonna be 50% snaps on each side. It's gonna be very important snaps on the offensive side, and I think he leans more to the defensive side of the ball.
You think he's a better corner than he is receiver?
Yeah. Receiver, he's a deep threat. He's just like this is all he does. He
It's
just
funny, 'cause,
runs
like,
deep and catches the ball over his shoulder.
The analogy for like closers in baseball is like a failed starter, like a failed starting pitcher with a good arm, and then he comes in and becomes a closer. The analogy for cornerbacks is failed wide receivers. They can run the routes, they have the speed, they just don't have the hands.
Yeah, you got DB hands.
You got DB Rock hands.
I watched...
the fact that he's good at both is wild. Imagine he's like a Shohei Ohtani.
Oh my god.
Could
We
you
don't need
imagine?
another one of those.
Could you imagine?
Imagine he starts playing edge. Imagine he finishes a year with like 12 sacks.
He puts on like 70 pounds of muscle.
Imagine
They move him to the D line.
Imagine as a corner he finishes the year with like 12 sacks. 12
what I do
sacks,
in Madden.
12 sacks, 3 picks,
Okay, Leaf
50
game.
touchdowns.
Leaf game's on. The Browns traded the number 2 pick, a 4th rounder at number 104, a 6th rounder number 200 to the Jags. The Jags are trading the 5th overall pick, a 2nd round pick, a 4th round pick, and a 2026 first round pick. Holy shit!
Who the Jags trying to draft?
I don't know.
Genty?
That's crazy.
They didn't want to wait.
The Browns are on the clock.
They're not gonna.
Well, I guess it's not the Browns' pick anymore.
They're gonna announce it
It's the Jags'
soon.
pick.
That's nuts.
Holy shit!
And the Leafs are losing. What is happening?
What a save!
That's what I'm talking about.
Leafs fucking score, baby. Let's go. Jake Corson, baby! Also have some updates, as you can see, if you really want to zoom in your camera here. We have Travis Hunter to the Jags. Jags moved up to drop. I realized I wasn't even talking to the mic.
Oh, Matthew Nyes just scored. We didn't say who scored, did you?
I think I said Matthews, but...
Oh.
Matthew fucking Nyes, baby!
Matthews
Let's
Nyes.
go! I have him in my parlay, too. Let's go! And as well, the Jags moved up to draft Travis Hunter. Very interesting to see how these things develop.
And they're going to play him on both sides of the ball. Schefter tweeted that, so.
Yeah?
He will be playing both sides of the
That's
ball.
what I see that. I think he's just going to play the big moments. Like, when they really need a defensive stop, you throw Travis Hunter out there. When you really need a touchdown, you throw Travis Hunter out there. He's going to be like... He's like Logan Paul. Logan Paul in WWE, he doesn't get regular matches. He's only going to get the big matches that matter.
All right, we're good?
See how it develops.
Okay.
Back to you after this commercial break. And we are back from our commercial break, guys. Leafs are tied 1-1 into the second intermission.
Matty Nyes again on the power play.
Fucking A, man. The kid's
Babe.
good. The kid's good when he's not doing 18-minute shifts. This NFL draft has been a little bit of an interesting one. I don't really know the rookies, so it's not as interesting as I want it to be, but it's an interesting one at that. So you had Cam Ward first. Jacksonville moves up and gets Travis Hunter.
Crazy.
Pretty insane move for them.
Good move.
They're going to play him on both sides. This is like, he gets what he wants now.
Browns got a first-round pick next year. They're loaded in the quarterback class.
Yeah. Giants take Abdul Carter, which we didn't... Sorry. That wasn't surprising, but man, do I hate having that guy in the division.
NHL line combo, your boys know what they're doing over there. Looks like Jim Sheen knows what he's
He
doing.
has to play this guy twice a year. He has everything. He has a spin move. He has pass rush. He can bull rush the line. Like, he's unbelievable.
He's a stud.
Oh my
He's a stud.
God. Mason Graham to the Browns. I don't know why you trade down to get a worse defensive tackle.
Yeah, you could have had Carter.
Just take Carter and move on. Everything's good. I guess you get another pick out of it.
They have 3 picks in the top 36 this year.
It's pretty wild.
And it's a good D tackle class.
That's pretty crazy. And then the craziest one that just happened was Genty to the Raiders.
Gino gets a new weapon.
Yeah, they needed that so bad.
Gino gets a new weapon. Now you don't have to run fucking broken leg Alexander Madison.
I
and
don't
Zamir White.
hate what the Raiders are doing.
They have Brock Bowers.
I
and
kind of
Cincy.
like, yeah.
It's huge.
And Myers.
And maybe
Gino.
they trade up again in the first round to get a receiver.
That'd be nuts. And the thing is, like, they get the pick next year. You get a quarterback. Let Gino just rot. You don't need to win now. You win in the next 3 years.
His players are going to get better.
Gino signed for what, 2 years?
2-year extension, so you think it's 3 years on his deal.
Okay. Yeah. Wait up 3 years. Maybe they're good with Gino. Gino's a gunslinger. He's like, he can get you to the playoffs. I don't think he's going to win you a conference final or anything, but he'll get you there. And then by the time that Gino's done, you either have a new quarterback in the system or move on to get the next guy.
Oh, look. Sportsnet's showing a compilation of all the dives that Tim Stutzel has done.
Is that Derek Lalonde?
It is.
Timmy Stutzel took the craziest dive that I've ever seen.
Timmy Stu is the biggest diver the league's ever seen. And you know what? If Sens fans hear this, they'll come back and be like, Nazem Kadri's a diver. Nazem Kadri is 10 times the player that Tim Stutzel is. And I don't care if you pull up stats. I don't care if you pull up points, whatever you want to use as an argument. I will die on that hill. Bring it on, Sens fans.
Bring it on!
Fuck you.
I love this rivalry, man. The one thing that hockey, I think, does better than every other sport is rivalries. No sport does rivalries the way that...
No. Especially in the playoffs.
Oh my god, I thought it said the 7th pick with Alexander Madison.
No, the Jets went O-tackle.
Yeah, they took Armand Mambu out of Missouri. You went to Missouri with that kind of name, bro. I'm sorry for you. I feel real bad. The Panthers pick is also
Damn,
in.
that was fast.
So we talked about it last time. The Saints are on the clock
No Shador.
at 9. If they don't pick Shador, he's going to Pittsburgh.
Jackson,
betting on it right
Jackson
now.
Dart right
I'm betting
here.
on him
It's
to go
happening right now.
Live on the pod, I'm betting on...
Do you want
the
Shador?
Saints to take Shador.
Yes.
Why? He has an attitude problem. Like, why do you want him on the
He
team?
doesn't have an attitude problem.
He does.
No, that's the narrative around him. He's fine.
All right, we're gonna see right now. I'm gonna show you all the reports about him and his attitude problem.
Nobody wants him.
Nobody
wants
his
to
coach
draft
was
him.
his dad, bro. Like, it's the prime
So
situation.
what?
It's the prime situation for nepotism. For you to think that you're bigger than you are. For you to build together a huge ego.
Do we need to get him to read off his stats again?
He's good.
He's good, but being good doesn't mean that you have the right to be an asshole.
2 months ago, this guy was projected top 5. Now he might drop down to 21.
And
That's a great value pick. I don't care if he has an attitude problem or not.
listen,
But listen, the Steelers only take guys with attitude problems.
Yeah, that's what
It's their culture.
It's unbelievable. It makes no sense. I don't get it.
And Rodgers still hasn't signed.
Listen, the thing is,
True.
There's a reason he's dropping that low. There's a reason he's slipping. If he's a great quarterback and all it is an attitude problem that's being blown out of proportion by the media, they'll still draft him.
This is fucking Bo Callahan from draft day all over
No
again.
team is going to say no to a franchise quarterback because of a rumor.
You know what? I don't think anyone went to Shador's 21st birthday party.
He's fine, man.
Yeah, we'll see.
He might have a big personality, but he's fine.
NFL
Look at his
coach-
He's talented.
NFL coach destroys Shadur Sanders.
Yeah, who's the
calls
coach?
him
Fucking
entitled.
Adam Gase?
It's anonymous. Calls him entitled. And says it was the worst interview of his life.
Yeah, we got to know who that coach is.
Well, he's anonymous, so it's a new report from NFL's network's Tom Pelissero. I don't know who that is.
He's the guy that breaks trades with Ian Rappaport.
Like, if it's from fucking, I don't know, Carolina coach, who gives a fuck?
He takes unnecessary sacks. He never plays on time. He has horrible body language. He blames teammates. But the biggest thing is he's not that good.
He is
Wow.
That is the quote from the anonymous NFL coach.
Hey, we'll see. Guys are wrong all the time about this stuff, right? Remember when they said that because remember Laramie Tunsil, he smoked weed out of a gas mask bomb? And he's one of the best tackles in the league. And yes, he has tonsillitis and goes offside all the time. But he's one of the best tackles in the league. And teams don't take guys because of attitude or history. And sometimes they miss. Now, if the guy has like a very jaded past, then fine. I understand that. If he's, got like some domestic abuse or some shit, then fine. Don't take him.
Yeah, the Raiders would take him.
But yeah. But if it's like a guy with a little bit of an attitude problem, he's going to Pittsburgh anyway, so it doesn't matter. Imagine DK, Shador, and George Pickens.
Yo, this is going to be... It's Draymond, bro. You have a team full of Draymonds. They're going to start swinging on each other at practice. Like, you're telling me... This coach says that he blames teammates.
Yeah,
you're telling
and they
me,
got 4 rings out of it.
You're telling me that he's not going to turn to...
Yes, because they had Kerr and Curry... Sorry, I shouldn't say it like that. Steph and Steve Kerr to fucking keep Draymond in his place.
Yeah, and it worked. Mike Tomlin will do that.
No.
Omar Khan will do that.
Because he's done that for George Pickens.
He did it with AB for fucking 9 years.
Oh, and that worked out so well. AB's such an outstanding member of
he
society
started
now.
crashing out as soon as he left Pittsburgh.
That's not true.
It is true.
It is not true.
It is true.
And they got nothing out of him.
He went to the Raiders. He played for them for a day. He was with the Steelers for 9 years. He went to the Bucks, won a chip, and then he crashed out. He went to the... Who
He
am I
didn't play
missing?
after the
He
Bucks.
played
But they
Patriots.
They didn't do anything with
Patriots.
him. They didn't win anything with him.
Yeah, but that's...
Excellent receiver. Good records.
That has nothing to do with his attitude. He was an all-pro
Listen,
4 times.
The thing is, you sit there and say that the AB he dealt with AB's attitude problem. You're telling me one AB never took any of the skills that he learned from Pittsburgh to deal with his anger somewhere else with him, or
No.
take it outside of the league when he's no longer being abused by coaching staff and
And
whatever else.
Common theme with AB's successful years in Tampa and in Pittsburgh. Respectable quarterbacks who keep their players in line. Tom Brady and Ben Roethlisberger.
Shador.
Shadur blames his teammates. That's what I was gonna say though. Are you really gonna tell me that GP isn't gonna take his helmet off and swing at Shadur Sanders when they lose a game real bad because Shadur can't put the ball where it is, or GP drops it, or some situation, and Shadur wants to blame his receivers?
Because
they're swinging.
Pickens doesn't crash out on his teammates. He crash outs on defensive backs.
Well, those are still his teammates.
No, opposing defensive
He always
backs.
fights cornerbacks.
He
I don't know
always
why
fights
he
corners.
does that.
The ball gets picked off and he's pushing the guy who's 20 feet away.
I was gonna say that's the funniest thing is you see the ball is like on the complete other side of the field, and he's just scrapping someone on in the end zone.
Because he doesn't get the ball, so he takes it out on a D back.
It's gonna be scary. I'm not high on.
Listen,
Shadur.
I want the Steelers to fail, so I hope they take Shador. And I'm not saying he's not going to be a successful quarterback in the league because I genuinely think he's a very talented player. But you can't put a guy that is, again, I don't know him, I've never met him, but reported to have all these attitude issues in a scenario where all you have is divas on your team.
Mike Tomlin can keep these guys under control. He did it with Le'Veon Bell. He did it with Antonio Brown. He did it with Martavis Bryant for 2 years before he fucking went
All
off the
those
rails.
guys had Ben Roethlisberger as the leader.
That's the big thing is that it's not just the coach. You need that leader on the field with you. Mike Tomlin's not going to be there with
Yes,
you.
but Mike Tomlin is
Mike Tomlin.
He's the solo leader on this staff, on this team, on this roster.
But listen, Michael. Mike Tomlin is not going to be the guy when you're on the ground, when a really bad play just falls apart and you're on third down and things are really high pressure, really high emotion. Mike Tomlin's not going to run out on the field and be like, "GP, chill out. Like, keep your head up. Next play." It's going to be the quarterback. It's going to be someone on the field who has to do it. It has to be a quarterback. It has to be one of your teammates.
It's okay to admit that your franchise
And
is crumbling.
why can't a rookie quarterback do that?
It's not that a rookie quarterback can't do it. It's that what we've seen from Shedeur is that he can't do it. Is that Shedeur blames teammates? He's entitled.
I'm not believing one draft interview from one anonymous.
You're right, because you're better at reading quarterbacks' demeanors and mentals than coaches who have been around NFL quarterbacks.
Hey, I'm allowed to be a sweady idiot with an opinion. I'm not backing down from this.
Shedeur said he shared. It says a one-word message, but it was 2 words. He doesn't care.
That's 3.
He said, "Don't care." That's
one word. Must see TV.
1 word statement to the media. And then
About what?
About the people saying he has an attitude problem.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Which also kind of stands with it that he has an attitude problem.
Why? He doesn't care what
He also then tweeted 1 word and said, "Legendary."
He's going to be. That's him and his dad's slogan.
Legendary.
Do you think Mike Tomlin will let Shedeur play in his dad's sunglasses?
They're going to make a custom sunglass.
Oh man,
visor.
if it's a Thursday night game, they're fucked. He's not going to be able to see anything.
All right, let's wrap it here because we'll finish the draft. Panthers just took a wide receiver, and we'll come back. Commercial break.
Tatario McMillan.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Commercial break. We are back from commercial break, brought to you by Tim Hortons. We're not sponsored by Tim Hortons, but Tim Hortons, sponsor us.
Please.
At Tim Hortons.
So we have Leafs OT.
Fuck again.
Fucking
I hate these games.
I hate it. I hate goal. I love golden goal, obviously. I just hate having a stake in the golden goal. Oh my god.
Okay, predictions. And you only pick one for the right team.
Mo
Mo?
money, Mo problems.
All right,
For
Mo
Ottawa.
Riley. Michael, what you got?
Matthews. Bears 2 this game.
Matthews? All right, give me Steven Lorentz. That guy's clutch.
Game-winning goals.
Give me Steven, 4th line, off his skate in the net. I don't know.
I want to ask, what do you guys think about Domi, or not Domi, Patches so far?
I haven't really noticed them. I mean,
He's been physical.
he's throwing the body, which is...
You can tell he's tired, though.
Yeah.
He hasn't played hockey in 2 months.
No,
Which,
for sure.
did you see his, when they asked him about why he's been sitting out for so long, he's like, yeah, whatever. He kind of like brushed off. He's kind of cheesed about it.
No, he wasn't cheesed.
Not
He
cheesed.
just can't
That's
say
not the right
anything.
word, but
He
like...
can't say anything.
Yeah.
He's been healthy for a long time, I think.
Cap circumcision. Sorry, circumvention.
All right, how's that draft looking?
This draft,
Nothing crazy.
nothing crazy. Tyler Warren just came off. He was the highest rated tight end in the class. He went to the Colts. It's about to come up on the screen here. The Dolphins took Kenneth Grant, Kenneth Gainwell's twin brother.
That makes sense because
Steelers
their first
left
name is Kenneth. not their last name.
The Cowboys took Tyler Booker. Glad they took a guard because we don't need to see them make any moves that actually benefit the team. Fuck the Cowboys. The Niners took Mikael Williams. Who I had know nothing about the kid, but
He said he had 15 sacks in 3 seasons.
looks like a great. How much?
15.
It's pretty good. 5 a year. And then you have Colston Loveland, the new tight end for the Bears.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. The last one we tapped out at. I might be. Well, I will try just for fun. Teteoroa McMillan.
Oh, the wide receiver?
Yeah. To
It was the Panthers,
he's a
right?
Panther.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this kid, but hey, maybe Xavier Legette and this kid are going to be a lethal duo.
The elite
Who
raccoon
knows?
together. All right, we'll come back. We'll come back.
We'll come back. We're going to come back for some Leafs. We'll get you guys a live reaction of this, how this game finishes, how the Leaf falls.
Should we do a quick prayer to the hockey gods?
Should we hold hands or
Should we just milk?
Da
Should we milk for the
blase.
hockey gods? 'Cause I think that's our thing. We don't pray. We're kind of heathens.
we milk?
Yeah,
We milk.
What are we milking?
You have to milk Ottawa of all their juice so they have nothing left.
You really
Ottawa.
squeeze it.
You've been milked. Just really bring it out,
I want
guys.
your hands to be red.
Really freaking work on it.
Actually, get
He's going from milking to sucking.
in your mouth. All right, go Leafs, go.
And the Leafs have dropped the puck in OT, boys. We are not going to be paying attention to you at all. We're honestly going to cut everything that isn't the Leafs scoring a goal. So if Ottawa wins, this podcast ends abruptly. If the Leafs win, we tear down the house. Stay tuned.
Down.
Cardinals take Walter Nolan, defensive tackle from Mississippi.
Offensive or defensive?
Defensive. Not like it matters. They turned Mekhi Becton into a defensive tackle. Or an offensive tackle, sorry. Underrated Leaf McCabe.
Again.
Underrated Leaf McCabe. He doesn't get his flowers
So
enough.
good.
He's fucking awesome.
Oh my god. He's what Brody should have been. What Brody was for a year and 10 games.
Like, do you think Domi's eyes lit up here? It's the pumpkin.
He's bricked up right now.
You gotta have a short memory. You can't think about anything.
Blue.
There's a decent amount of Leafs fans there.
Maybe like a quarter.
Benoit OEL one time scores.
What was it?
Benoit.
Yes! Let's go!
Dude, my buddies called it. My buddies in my golf group called it. Joe, you know Joe? He said Benoit's gonna
3-0, baby!
Yeah.
Fuck you!
Shout out, Joe.
Woo! Ontario's team!
Bless
baby.
your heart, Shane Corson. 0. Bless your heart, Shane Corson.
For a second.
Put it on. So Benoit's getting this, yeah?
Fans just got into it in this overtime, and much like the third period, it was
Stand up now and face the sun. I find your head, turn and run.
That's a 3-0 lead. Holy fuck, I've never known this. What's this like?
When was the last time Leafs swept the team?
Bring out the brooms.
Probably 1967.
3 games.
Want to get any credit for the goal, and we were reacting.
Riley and Matthews doing it at the same
Went
time.
somehow through Matthews, and he was letting Benoit know, no, but it's yours.
Shane Corson, you're a fucking man, baby.
We love you, Shane. We love
This
you.
is for you, Shane. I think Shane Corson gets the belt.
Fowler up top.
And after an amazing Leafs win in Ottawa, Game 3 of the playoffs, we would like to designate the player of the game, the winner of the belt, Mr. Shane Corson. Enjoy.
We love you,
champion.
Shane.
This one's for you, Shane.
We
Right
love
here.
ya.
Who has yours? Baby. This one's for you, baby. 27.
Signed,
This
sealed, and
audio is
delivered.
abysmal with how much we're moving. Take a stop to the left, my left to your right. There we go.
That's for you, Shane, baby.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for such an amazing podcast. This was a little hectic, a little crazy, but Leafs win. The draft is going.
Pause.
It's an unbelievable episode, guys. We are so glad to have the capability to do this. We're so happy to continue to be able to do
Talk to
this.
the mic. The people can't hear you.
Leafs win. The Steelers get Shadur.
Hopefully.
Everything in the world is balanced. The Fire Nation will not take over this empire. Take care. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friend, share it with your neighbor, share it from Lisa from HR, share it to Shane Corson himself,
And Linda from HR.
and Linda from HR.
Holy fuck, boys, we're up 3-0.
Take care. Guys, you know what? You guys fucking peace out the crowd, man. Taylor's sitting on the floor. They can see you still.
Go Leafs, go. Leafs in 4 all night. Let's
You have a
fucking
broom down here?
go.
Get the broom.
I don't.
No, don't get the broom. Don't. It's bad juju.
It's not a broom.
Get the FF.
You know what? Because the Leafs
They're gonna fix them.
hit a homer.